Welcome back guys. This is the most important part of this playlist, which is making your own trading strategy. As I promised in the last video, I will talk about automating SMA, which is simple moving average strategy, and we'll see how to generate buy and sell calls on the basis of that, right? In this video, I'm going to use one library. It's known as TA-Lib. If you remember in one of the videos in this playlist, I mentioned about that. And this is the documentation of TA-Lib library. You can see that there are many technical indicators that are available in this library, and it's very easy to use as well. It's free of cost, so I use it on a very frequent basis. So we are going to refer to this library as well. We'll be using the data from Dhan API, and then we'll use this library to make the technical indicators like SMA or Doji in the next video, and we'll then automate our trading process. That's the overall idea. Okay. So in order to install TA-Lib library, you can actually Google. It's quite simple, and there are a lot of work on Stack Overflow as well. You can just go through that. This video is not covering installation of TA-Lib, but definitely you would like to go through the Stack Overflow article on how to install TA-Lib library as well. But yeah, I'll just directly import TA-Lib library and start the work. Okay, so let's start with importing TA-Lib library. I'll also import NumPy library, which is actually a very important library for doing vectorial mathematical calculations. So I'll just do NumPy as NP, and if you remember, we have already extracted 1 minute time interval historical data, and the name of that particular, I'll just go to that point where we extracted the historical data on a 1 minute basis. So here you can see in one of the videos in my playlist, I already mentioned this thing. So I'm going to use this variable directly in this video. If you are confused on how to get this data, just please refer to my historical data extraction video. So yeah, I'll just copy this intraday df. I'll come back to this one. Let's see what do we have here. If I run this particular cell, I will have the entire data frame of historical data on 1 minute intervals, right? So I'm going to use this one only to make SMA technical indicator as well. So if I do TA-Lib dot SMA and provide intraday df close as an input and the time period of 14, for example, if you run this, we should get the SMA for time period 14, right? So let's do one thing. Let's make another column for this particular SMA, and let's make two different SMAs, slow moving, slow SMA and the fast SMA. So I'll put it a different column in the data frame that we have already created. So intraday df, and then fast SMA is equal to this one, and then let me just copy this and paste it again in here and make a slow SMA to be having the time period of 42. So we run this particular cell, and let's see if we run. Okay, so after running the fast SMA and slow SMA cells over here, you can see there are two different columns in the end, fast SMA and slow SMA. And now what I need to do, if the fast SMA crosses the slow SMA, I would say cross over the slow SMA, then in that case we'll have a buy condition, buy signal, and in the opposite case we'll have the sell condition, right? So in this data frame, let's just remove some this NA number here. So this one, drop NA in place is equal to true. If you run this cell, we'll see we don't have NAs now. Now I've written a couple of lines here where I have actually provided another column which is signal and provided value of 0.0 for the entire column, and now I'm changing it where intraday fast SMA is more than intraday slow SMA, then make it 1, otherwise keep it 0. Now there is a different column which is position, right? So intraday square bracket and position, which is equal to intraday and signal and then dot difference, which is actually considering the difference. If I run this particular cell, and let's see what is intraday df now. Perfect. So we have got all different types of position here. In this case, if I just see what is position and put it in a list, we'll get the entire buy and sell position. If it's a +1, then it's a buy. If it's a -1, then it's a sell. For example, in this case, it's a sell here, and if 1, then it's a buy. Now let's replace -1 with sell word and +1 with buy word. So in order to do that, I'll just replace this with, I would say 1 with buy and replace -1 with sell. So let me just delete the first line and run this particular cell. Let's just copy this and paste it over here and let's see what happens. Perfect. Now let's, so this is the position column is basically the column which gives us the buy and sell position. If I just run this particular column only and make it as a list, for example, you'll see all the different buy and sell orders that have been generated through SMA. So in the beginning there was the first sell order, then there was a buy order, then there was a sell order, and so on. In this time period there is 0, which is there is no buy or sell condition over here, and whenever there's a crossing, there is a buy or sell condition. So yeah, you can see this is how we can actually automate our trading practices, and now this can be actually replicated for the real-time data as well, where you make your own real-time trading bot. There might be some differences while making the actual trading bot, but this is the base overall backend that you'll have to create for automating any trading practice. So yeah guys, that's it for this video. In the next video we'll talk about doji pattern, which is a bit more complicated than SMA, but yes, definitely I'm guaranteeing you that you would love that particular video, but make sure that you have watched all these videos, because in that video we'll be referring to the all previous videos in this playlist. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and I'll see you in the next video.
Investments in the securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.